when you guys get feedback and stuff like that? Is that, I mean,
Oh,
being that I'm plugged into my computer now, is it going to be an issue?
oh no, you should be fine. And we are
Okay.
now live, Joe. We are now live. Let me refresh here.
Woohoo!
You can refresh. Yes, yes. It's
Lurker is out.
the lurker is out. I love that. I oh, here we go. I think we got it. It's muted. We already have people in chat, and Donna is first.
Hey, Donna.
What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, family? What's going on, amazing friends? It is Wade's Ventures, and you guys know what that means. Yet again, we have an amazing guest on the channel. I can't wait to introduce him, but before we do, let's say hello to some people in chat. Those of you who are early, we've got Barry, Donna's in chat, Stephanie, what's going on? We have Lovejoy, what is going on? Thank you so much for congratulating me on going full time. It's crazy, like going full time. Like it used to be where I was part time and I was constantly thinking about my old job, and it was like I felt guilty because I was like, I've got a job and then I've got to do eBay, and it just was like this constant struggle. So I am happy now to be full time. So I appreciate that. What's going on, Jennifer? What's going on? What is going on, Redneck? What is going on, guys? So those of you who have just joined that are maybe new to this channel, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, we interview amazing people, really great resellers in this community that are not yet YouTube or Insta famous. And tonight we have not only a great guest, but we have a guest that I have met in person. And I'm going to go ahead and let Joe introduce himself. Go ahead, Joe. Introduce yourself to the crowd here.
Hello, it's Joe Moonlight Moolah. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube. Just started that. So I am a moonlighter. I do this part-time. Just enjoy the thrill of the treasure hunt, so to speak. So hope you guys enjoy the conversation, and I can learn just as much from you guys as I have so far, and hopefully you learn a little bit from me.
Well, first and foremost, Joe, where do you live? Have you met me before in person?
Well, yes, I have. We met up at the meetup that Hustler Hacks had here in Portland. I can't remember the date. Last March or no, February. Middle of February, and yeah, it was a fun event. I had quite a bit of people, good times, a lot of people to talk to. If you ever have the opportunity to go to a meetup, I really recommend it. It's great to be able to talk to other resellers because it's a lonely game.
It is. I spilled my beer on my shirts at that meetup. But did you see me play it off? And the cool thing too is I had like a dry fit shirt, so I just was like and kept on walking. It was great.
There you go.
We all spill beer, but I think and it's really like you said, it is really cool to meet with people. We met with Hustler Hacks. Nicole was there. Nicole State was there. We had, who else we had there? We had Hustle B was there. We had Side Hustle Pros, and this, Side Hustle Pros and team was there, which was really cool. We had so many amazing people, and everybody that I was able to meet for the first time. It was really cool. It was nice to chat with you. Where do you did you already mention, Joe, where you live? Are you in Vancouver or are you in Portland?
I live here in Sandy, Oregon.
Towards
Mount Hood.
Nice. Okay, well, let's get into it, guys. If you have questions, put in the channel. We have a comment here, Joe. I don't know if you can see chat, but it says, Wade, you make me want to start my own YouTube channel. Well, Joe, you started yours, right?
I did. You made me want to start one. There you go. It's all your fault.
Yeah. It was funny. I was watching Joe's channel today. He created a video, and I was so proud. I'm really proud to help everybody. For example, I did see our last interview. The Turtle Whisperer, amazing lady, Resell Remedy is in chat, guys, and that was the last interview we did. And she started her channel. She's had her channel for a while, but she had 67 amazing followers. And now she's, approaching 200. So it's really cool to support and have you guys part of this journey, because not only are you supporting me and my channel, but you're supporting everybody that's on my channel as well. So let's get into this interview. I'm excited because he's got a lot to bring to the table, guys. Let's get into this. So you said you're part-time, Joe. How long have you been selling on eBay?
Well, let's see. I started my first listing March of 2017. So I kicked it off March of 2017 and loved it ever since. It's been great.
Can you show the crowd your bed? I was commenting on that. Do you mind?
Oh, why not? Yeah, a little vintage looking. Thank God the wife just made it.
That is amazing. Does your wife normally make the bed?
Hell no. Nah.
Oh, is the wifey in chat? Where is she? I know she's
No,
in here.
she's not. She's not.
She's not. Well,
She's downstairs keeping my chihuahuas quiet.
keeping the chihuahuas quiet. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. So part-time. And are you selling on any other platforms right now other than eBay?
I have started tinkering with Printful and Etsy, so I haven't gone to trying to get on Amazon merch yet. It is something I would like to do, but I thought I'd just give it a try and play with it, and not too much success yet, but I really haven't tinkered with it that much. So it's just playing with it right now.
So you're a really good guest to have on here, because I was full-time, or sorry, I was part-time up until 2 days ago, and now I'm full-time. So I can see different perspectives. Yeah, thank you. It's been interesting. It's been a really, really interesting ride. And I'm glad to be able to be full-time. I feel like I wouldn't have been full-time had I not had this amazing support system. Like, not only do I have my great wife, my mom, and my family, and everybody supports me, but then I have this extended family, which is you guys, that support me. And I think it's made my life so much easier going full-time. I don't know if I would have done it without it. But for you, you're still working. So how are you balancing working full-time and then also doing eBay on the side?
Yeah, that's a tough one to do. It takes a lot of juggling, and and I'm still trying to play dad, and I'm still trying to play husband, and the honey-do list has not gotten smaller just because I sell on eBay. So it gets tough, but it's all about setting up your times right, and some late nights, and doing what it takes to make it happen.
So tell me, I know the honey-do list does not get any smaller, and I tell you what, my family, it's the same way, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you saw my Instagram earlier today, but I got a haul, right? I bought this haul. So Walgreens has a 70 to 90% off their some of their stuff. And I got all these what are they called? The creamy eggs you get from Easter.
The Cadbury eggs.
Yes. And you know what? I wasn't going there to resell stuff. I was told to go there to buy those eggs for Ashley. So yes, run me through your day. How does it work? So you go to work, like, what time do you get home? Tell me a day in the life of you.
Well, I am lucky with my job. I have a job where, to a point, I can set my own hours. I can work from home if I had to, which is good and bad. I can go in whenever I want, to a point. I mean, I still got to perform, but I really do love my job. I won't say exactly what I do, but I'm in sales. And it's I just love what I do. The industry, the people I work with. Being in sales and customer service, I have relationships. And I've had the same job for almost 10 years now with the same company, and just like you, and it's going to be a tough one if I ever do leave. So, but we'll see. Right now I just doing it for the extra cash. So, I want to be that. I want to get to that zero in debt, which would be amazing. To steal a word from you.
Yep,
would be amazing.
It would be amazing. But by the way, Joe, that word's trademarked.
So I'll put my 5 cents in the mail.
we have some interesting stuff going on in chat. I don't know if you can see it, but we have I put your link for your YouTube channel in chat,
Ah, thank you.
and people are putting the number that they subbed at.
Now, number one was already taken.
Number one was taken, but then now we're already up to 8.
Got it.
We're up to 8 subs now. Let me put your link in there again. Guys, you are amazing for supporting all the people that are on my channel. So, all right. So,
and thank you guys. I appreciate it.
First of all, I've got some important questions for you. And as everybody knows that's in chat, towards the end of the video, we have a haul. Guys, my mom was in the car with me 2 days ago. And she goes, Wade, everybody that you've had on your channel, the last 5 people, you haven't done the haul video. I love the haul videos. Bring the haul videos back. So we are going to bring the end of this video, the haul video, back. Trust me, I've got a lot of stuff here to show you guys, and Joe does too. So we're going to bring that back. Mom says bring it back. We're going to bring it back. So, Joe, tell me, how does your wife support you on eBay? Does she support you? For example, does she think it's cool to sell on eBay? Tell me a little bit about the wife.
How do I describe that one? You know, she doesn't really help me with it. She loves the garage sale. So I used to really not like the garage sale unless it was, you know, because 90% of them are babies' clothes. So I was always looking for tools or something, you know, something that I could use. And then when I realized that I was missing a lot of things that I could make money on, and now I love the garage sale. So I am just chomping at the bit to get out there and garage sale. And so fortunately, Oregon's garage sale season is not that long.
No.
Right now, it's a state and moving sales, and it's not that many every weekend.
We should go garage selling together. I feel like I need, you know, you see Ryan and Rally Roots' videos, and it's like sunny. It's beautiful out there. You can almost see like the you know, the air move and just the beautiful rays of the sun. And you come here and you're you know, complete opposite.
Oh, I know. It's depressing.
It is. So, all right. So we're gonna get into a little bit, but how long have you been selling part-time on eBay? So tell me a little bit about your eBay experience. How long have you been selling currently?
So since March of 2017 was when I first listed my first item. I was lucky enough I had an account that I've had for years, I think since like 2001. So I grandfathered into a lot of the minimums and all that stuff. So I didn't have any stair steps to worry about. And you know, just over time, I've built up my store to I think I'm just over 450 right now in items. So you know, it's nothing huge, but you know, I'm loving it.
Bring me back to 2001. You said it was 2001, right? So were you a buyer back then?
Buyer, correct. Never thought about reselling back then.
What made you read? So you said you're going to garage sales. I like to ask this question. What made it click that you wanted to sell on eBay? I mean, because most people now, you know, they've gotten better, right? Because they're getting commercials out there and they're getting back to the younger crowd. But you know, eBay, you know, in general, most people think about it and they're like, is eBay still around? I don't know. How did you decide to sell on eBay?
You know, I went sold a little searching for a way to make extra cash back. So about October, the year before, so 2016. And you just, you know, I am not. It's normal for me to have 2 jobs. I've never shied away from working my tail off. I'll be nice. And to get what you want, you know, you got to bust a little tail. So, but I didn't want to go and work for somebody else again. And I've had my own business before, and you know, I wanted something that I could do on the side that I could call my own. And you know, if I wanted to make, you know, hustle and make a lot, I could do it. If I wanted to make just enough, I could do it. You know, it was my call. And so I went and started searching YouTube, and you know, everything from blogging to affiliate marketing, and you know, everything, lots of things that sounded, you know, scamish, of course. And I had probably the first videos I came across were Lindy Glenn and Rockstar Flipper, and just started watching some of their stuff, and made sense. I mean, it just clicked. And I did watch a lot of videos before I jumped into it. Um, I just wanted to educate myself as much as possible before I made too many errors. And you're gonna make errors no matter what, but you got to learn from those errors. And I didn't want to make devastating errors, and that would crush me, you know. So
Yep. So I have some questions in chat. Real Talk Mentor. Hey, wait, I've been trying to email you. I apologize, guys. I have gotten a lot of emails, and I'm horrible at follow up right now because it's quite honestly I'm in the weeds deep. I'm like deep in the weeds. So I'll get back to you. I did read your email, buddy, and don't worry. I'll make sure to respond back. I apologize, guys. I hate being that. Those of you who follow me on Instagram and YouTube, I hate to be that account that never responds back. It bugs me to the world's end not responding to some people, and it's not that I don't want to respond. It's just what happens is I do all my social media responding at night, and it's tough to keep up. So I'm trying to get back into it. Hopefully in the next few days I'll be caught up, because I'll be full time now. I'll be able to have way more time to respond. So I'll get to you guys. I love every one of you guys. So I need to hire Pac-Man, you want to be my assistant, buddy? You want to help me out? That'd be perfect. Let me know. But all right. So tell me a little bit. Tell me a little bit about your personal life. So I love to know about people's personal life to sell on eBay and how it integrates. So do you have any kids? If you do, how old are they?
I've got two kids. I've got one that's 23 and one that is 15. And the 23-year-old just had my first grandson last November. So I am I'm going to say a young grandpa, even though I got plenty of gray hair.
You have luscious hair. Did anybody tell you that? I mean, it's like,
it's way too long. I'm way overdue for a cut. So
man,
I'll never go bald. Sorry.
Oh man. Oh, okay. You're making me jealous now. I tell this to everybody. I miss having long hair. Okay. I miss sitting in the chair. I miss the conversation. The biggest thing I miss the most, I know it sounds weird, but I miss them rubbing their hands through my hair and putting on that shampoo and sitting there and listening to the hair fall down. Like, I miss the whole experience of getting my hair cut.
That's the best massage of them all.
Oh my gosh. And if you go to some places, they did the hot towel where they basically make a hot towel and they put it on your face. And I just miss that. It's crazy. I miss that. But you don't have to miss it because you have luscious hair. I mean, right there alone, that makes you a better eBayer, I think.
There you go.
All right. So you have two kids. You work full time. You have a wife. You have all these lists to do. And then on top of that, you're doing social media. You have a YouTube channel. Are you an early riser? Do you find time?
No, I stay up late. I'm a night owl.
You're a night owl.
Probably. I'm definitely a night owl.
Probably
I hate snooze bar and me are good friends.
Interesting. That's why your name is Moon, right?
Yes.
Well, all right. So let's dig in, and then we'll do our haul video. So tell me, what are you passionate about selling? Like, if you can sell anything on eBay, what would that be?
That's a tough one. I really like. I'm not picky with what I'm selling. If I can, I do stick more to the clothes. I'm getting into the electronics a little bit. There's still some timidness. I can't talk today.
Mm-hmm.
That the bulkiness of the shipping it and everything of the hard goods, and that sometimes can throw a little fear in you. But as you start doing it, you get more and more comfortable. So yeah, it's a little better. But I think I enjoy shoes more than anything. Not so much all the new ones like the craze has been, but just the pre-owned.
Mm-hmm. So are you? I can picture you in your eBay room, and you're scrubbing away, cleaning these shoes, and what like do you have any tips of how you clean the pre-owned shoes, or do you have any tips you can give the crowd for that? Because everybody buys pre-owned shoes.
That is true. Sole Advisor is the best person to go and watch for anything for cleaning shoes. That's who I learned it all from. Everything that he recommended chemical wise that I use is what he recommended. And you know, it's just it's a great guy to watch videos on how to take care of shoes.
Yep. And if you guys haven't seen the Sole Advisor, that guy takes amazing shoe photos. He is extremely knowledgeable. He even has a book that he shows with, you know, shoes to look out for. You know, knowledge is key, I think. You know, we're at an age now where it used to be, you know, experience over time. Now it definitely is still experience, but the fact that we can pull up our phone, plug in pretty much anything that we want to see if it's selling, you don't necessarily need to have that massive amount of experience. You could just find the item, plug it in, but it is nice to have people like the Sole Advisor that has already this plethora of shoes in his mind there that you can mine and look out for when you're out thrifting. So really cool. I do have a few questions and or statements. So let's see here. Welcome, Flippin' Mama. Awesome first video. That's really, really cool. Welcome in, Lisa. Welcome in, Rita. All right. So you love shoes. You're passionate about shoes. You said you've got 450 items in your store now. Tell us from start to finish, how do you process your items through your eBay? So do you take photos first? Do you list on your phone or the computer? Tell us your process of how you sell stuff.
Once I, you know, get the items, I bring it to my computer. I'll set up the listing, fill everything out but photos. I'll do my research. I'll do everything all of that time. I'm doing the measurements. I'm doing the, you know, the checking of the garment there, and then I'm going to do my photos after that. And I've kind of learned to try to keep as many photos as I can on my phone with the listings, because I can attach it from my phone any time of the day. You know, I can do it late at night in bed before I fall asleep. I can do it first thing in the morning while I'm trying to wake up. I can do it in the car on my lunch break, you know, and then set them live. So it's a nice way to throughout the day be able to set up live items, go into your store, keep it active.
Yep. I told everybody this, but I've always wanted to try something. I haven't tried it yet. You guys know that you can schedule listings. I'm gonna try schedule. I'm gonna try it.
Just doesn't sound right for me.
I'm gonna try it for a whole week just to see what it is. I want to see how it would work out if I did one every hour for 24 hours for a full week, and just try it out. So Joe, I take feedback extremely well, and good or bad. And I have had the feedback of letting you know, for those of you who joined late, they want to know who you are. A little 10-second clip. Can you give that again? Because we've got 70 people watching.
I am Joe. I am Moonlight Moolah. And I do this part-time, eBay mainly. I'm starting to branch out this year. I have goals to be doing Amazon merch, you know, as much as I can. Thinking about Poshmark, because obviously that's the new hip thing to do. So I don't do a lot of women's clothes. I'm not scared to buy women's clothes, but you know, I don't mind being that guy in the women's section, as long as I'm making money with it. Why not? And it's just women's is tough because there's so many brands. But yeah.
Yeah. Joe, do you want to, since you live in the same state as me, do you want to go thrifting together, and we'll have an only Women's Day thrifting? So we'll go through all the women's sections of all the thrift stores, just me and you.
Why not? Let's do it. That'd be fun.
Oh, it's funny. It's
both running videos and having all the women looking at us like we're crazy as hell.
Yeah. Oh, I get so many looks. Like I'll be in Ross, pop, 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 flipping those hangers, you know, and I always get looks like, what is that guy doing in our section? But more importantly, what is a guy doing flipping through women's clothing that quick? You know, because when you're flipping through that quick, you know, right? It's funny. Okay. So Joe, this is a question I like to ask because I want to know who you watch, right? So who is some eBayers, or excuse me, who is some eBayers and or Amazon? Like who is people you like watching on YouTube to gain information?
Well, of course, you Wade. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Joe, you were the first person to tell me first.
You weren't my first, but you are one of the main ones.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the honesty. No, give us some nuggets here. Tell me some people you like watching so people in chat can reach out to these guys.
You know, being that I am part-time and I don't have a lot of free time, I do a lot of video watching during my lunches. When I wake up in the morning, as I'm getting ready, I'll be playing videos. Lindy Glenn's great to wake up to. Her channel. So, Prof Sales is good at lunchtime for me sometimes. So, it just depends on flavor of the day.
Mhm.
I forgot the new name of his channel, 10K on the Bay. What's his new name?
Oh, it's funny. I laugh because every last like 3 episodes I've done, I've had to people just
Daily
remember
refinement. Daily refinement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like watching Chris. And I watch Craigslist Hunter. I watch Goldfinger Picker, Ronnie Hart, Jim Butler. You had on there was great.
Mhm.
Wow, I watch quite a bit. The one that gave you the Nike disclaimer. I just started watching her. She's a really good video maker. She just started making the videos. I forgot her name though.
Mhm. Resellicious.
Yes, thank you. She's great. Yeah, that's I don't I learned from, and of course State's Place. I didn't forgot about her, but she's great for the women's brands, of course.
Oh yes.
Everybody has their own niche, so you can learn so much from different YouTubers. So it's great.
Yep. And we had like 5 minutes before the show, but you're kind of talking a little bit about how being part-time, you want to focus a little bit on wholesale because you don't have the time necessarily to thrift constantly. And tell us a little bit about your goals with wholesale.
Yeah, that's just a goal that I've set for myself this year. Being a part timer, I don't have a lot of free time, so finding the time to thrift constantly, especially during the week, is tough for me. I basically do it during the weeks. I have a honey hole that I like to check out once a week on my lunch break. But other than that, it's the wholesale is where I'm starting to test different wholesalers out. So, and 2 boxes behind me are going to be my next unboxing videos. So hopefully those that are subscribing will be watching those as well.
Oh, we have a question. We have a question from Lovejoy. She says, does anybody, but I'm going to address it to you, Joe. Joe, does your significant other complain about you watching YouTube and Instagram reseller videos constantly?
Yes, but she still spends as much time on her phone as I do, so it's equal. It's all right.
Oh, yes. You have a little firepower, right, Joe?
Yes, I'm doing mine for money, so
Are you addicted to the ching ching on your phone?
I turn it off because I don't want it to be a problem at work. So
Oh my gosh.
I
when I
don't
was
get
at
that pleasure.
when I was at work when I was working, I loved to have that up full blast, let people know I was selling stuff on eBay. I mean,
Yeah.
it was cool for me. But all right, so how has reselling and social media integrated changed your life? So how has being on now YouTube and how has being on Instagram changed the way that you resell today?
I think it makes you make a lot better choices because you don't want to put something stupid out there and get called out on it. But yeah, I mean nobody's perfect, but by all means, I've had bad picks, and I'm sure everybody else has too. But to put it out there and would be a bad thing. So I think it you kind of get focused in a little bit more.
Are you thinking about going to eBay Open this year or possibly next year?
I am next year. That's for sure. It's going to be on there. This year we couldn't do it. Well, we have a trip already planned before that is taking up all that extra eBay money. So
Nice. My goal, and I have one goal, and my goal is one of these years I would love to be a speaker at eBay Open. Not necessarily to be a speaker, but I do, believe it or not, I have stage fright, and I love eBay, and I think it would be a good way for me to overcome that by being a speaker at eBay Open. So eBay, if you ever watching these videos and you want a speaker that's not really great, but you need somebody, I will pay my own way. I will pay my own ticket, but I would love to be a speaker at eBay Open. And I would love to see you next year too. I will be there next year and this year. So, all right. I had to put that disclaimer in there just in case eBay has ever watched my videos, which I don't think they do ever. But so tell me a little bit about where you're thrifting at. And this is going to be interesting because this question I ask, but you're in the same state. In fact, I can go over there right now for dinner if I wanted, right? So
Pretty much.
you don't have to tell me exactly where your honey holes are, but what places do you like thrifting? Do you do Goodwill bins? Do you do where do you go thrift at?
I have not attempted the bins yet. That is on my list of things that I want to do this year. Um, One of the things I always recommend is that you do create goals for yourself, and whether they're, the more short term the goals are, the better chance you're going to have at achieving them. But I had annual goals as well as monthly goals that I try to achieve every month or every year. And one of those, I have 10 places that are new for thrifting that I want to hit this year minimum. So I got a list and I'm up to 6 already. So that's good. But yeah, mostly summertime I'm doing lots of garage sales, and right now I'm doing a little bit of estate sales when they're coming around, and Goodwill and Salvation Army. Salvation Army I get a lot from. Platos Closet I get a lot from, especially when they have their discount days on their clearance. Like I mentioned in my video, sign up for your notifications so you get those, and you're the first one in the door those days. So
Now, when you say sign up for notifications, give a little bit of insight on that. Are you talking Plato's Closet or what type of notifications?
specifically, yeah, Plato's Closet. I'm signed up for everything on them: Facebook, Twitter. I usually first thing I'll get is a Twitter notification when they throw stuff out there, that they have discounted or something going on.
Yeah, that's one thing that I think a lot of people overlook is on Instagram, following the stores that you thrift at on Instagram and Facebook, and possibly getting on their list. Another thing too, like for example, Ross Dress for Less. A lot of people don't have those around them, but they're building like 400 new stores. So I believe, from what I understand, is you can go on their website and you can sign up, and then possibly, because they do ask for your zip code. So possibly if they build a new store, you'll know if they're building something around you or if there's news possibly. But just going through, making a list of everywhere that you enjoy thrifting at, and then making sure that you're added on to the Instagram. And I think reselling being on social media is key. For example, today on the Walgreens situation, I'm trying to get her exact handle name. Oh, okay. So MC Blessed Hustlers, she sent me a private message in Instagram, and said, "Hey, Wade, Walgreens is having the 70 to 90% sale. You should go there." And so had I not been on social media, had I not like met these amazing people, I mean, you'd be surprised how many coupons I get through Instagram from people like you and people that are watching. So
Nice.
social media is key for you. And I think that's the fact that you gave that tip, I think, is huge, because that has not been on this channel yet before, to make sure that you're added in these, retail big box stores to your Instagram and or Facebook and different social media.
Yeah,
So,
and they're all going to be more active on one than the other, even though they all have all of those platforms. You still want to sign up for all of them, because you never know which one they're going to be more active on.
yep. So we have, and so guys in chat, we've got a lot of people sharing their YouTube, and I am one of the channels that you can go to, and you can, shout out your YouTube channel, because I'm a big believer in, if you lift people up, it will lift you up. And so I don't hold back. If you want to give your YouTube channel name, you're more than welcome to put it in a chat. I'm going to put Joe's YouTube channel in here, guys. Make sure you subscribe. It is really key to get to 100 subscribers on YouTube so you can go live on your phone, especially if you're a part-time seller, because you don't have a lot of time to edit long videos. So going live is key. All right.
Like always, I want to interrupt you. I'm sorry. Side
Yeah.
Hustle Pros, meaning them in the chat, they are one that I forgot to mention that I did follow at the start. I actually was watching him before he was Side Hustle Pros. So it was
Nice.
when he was doing a lot of bulk buys and stuff. It was fun.
Yeah, dude, Oregon has so many amazing resellers. All the states do, but it's really cool. I can go to Side Hustle Pro. He's in McMinnville. I can go to Nicole. She's right around the corner from me. I can go to who else is in this? Gosh, who else? Side Hustle Pros. We got Nicole. We have who's in Vancouver, Washington. I can't remember the name. Anyways, we've got a lot of great resellers. So, and I appreciate you guys subbing to Joe's channel as well. All right, so now is the time. Now is the time to show the haul video. All right. Now I see. Oh, Mighty Mushroom. Yes, Corey. Mighty Mushroom. Oh, how did I forget? The Portland Pickers is amazing.
Great on Instagram as well.
Gosh. I was talking with them on my phone, and I was like, I need to. So I found out that one of my extended family owns a boat in Newport, and I think he'd be really cool to go fishing with. And they love salmon. They love the outdoors. So I think it'd be cool to go to the Portland Pickers and take them on that boat in Newport. And there's also Hazel Hearts Vintage, guys. I forgot, Joe. You met her, right? At the get together?
Yeah.
Yes. She is amazing. She was extremely approachable for me and was really kind-hearted. I think she's such a cool person. And she's the one that gave me a good website to use, which is Vintage Guild. So, she deserves all credit for that. That's a site Vintage Guild is a site where you can go, and if you have a question about an old item that's clothing, you can go on there and you can check the tags, the item itself, and experts, people that know what they're talking about, will you can go compare with what they had posted and get some insight on your clothes. So she came up with that website. Really cool lady. So, all right. And by the way, she's got this really crazy, cool looking cat too. I forgot. It was like an Egyptian type of cat with no hair. So I forgot what that was, but all right. So let's get into this haul, Joe. You show 3 or 4 and I'll show mine.
Well, since it's still sitting next to me, my haul from the weekend that I haven't got them all listed yet. Part-timer, remember, guys. So, this was a new one for me. I'd never come across this brand. I've seen bits and pieces of the brand, and actually looking for your guys' opinion in the chat on if it was a decent pick or not. So I did it because it was $1.80. So was super dry. I was a little worried about authenticity and all that good stuff, but has the, let me see if I can get that cutout label to show there. Little unique kind of cutout on their logo, and same thing on the sleeve. So I mean, I looked up comps and everything, just listed it actually last night, and it's nothing major, but still, it was a brand that I was not familiar with. I just came across, and curious what everybody in the chat had to say about that brand.
We have what size? Then we have somebody loves it in chat. Diana, really cool.
It's an XL, but from what I noticed on their web store, on the Super Dry website, they run a little slim.
Well, to be quite honest, I'm actually probably going to be I'm gonna be doing some sort of workout, losing some of this weight. So who knows? Maybe I'll be able to slide in some clothes I'm not used to sliding into soon. Being full time, I can focus on healthy stuff. So, all right, show us what else you got, Joe. Let's see. I know you got the scale back there, so you're doing some work.
Oh yeah, I guess that's where I get my weights before while I'm listing. So I got another scale in the garage too, where I take my photos. So for shipping purposes. So I have two of them.
Yeah, we have. I've sold that brand before. Sells quick. That's awesome. Do a Google search. Let's see. Oh, save $1 at weight. I'm with you on the weight loss thing. Let's all get healthy. I'm hoping getting healthy will help me with my business and overall enjoyment, and I know it will. So, all right, Joe, show us what you got. I've got a big haul, guys. You have no idea. So I gotta wait.
Your Cadbury eggs don't count.
Oh my gosh, you had to put me on the spot. I'm just talking about losing weight, and then that gets popped.
There you go. Your Cadbury eggs and Peeps, probably, right?
Oh man, I used to eat those Peeps like nobody's business, and they're like 20 cents right now. I literally had to walk away with my tail between my legs today because I knew I couldn't do it. I couldn't go that far, crazy.
So second pick from the weekend. This was at Platos Closet during their 70% off clearance sale. So nice little hyper dunk lows. Cool little colorway. That's what caught my eye the most. Those eye-catching colors, I think, are something that I've been trying, the uniqueness stuff, because I mean, especially when you're talking about brands like Ralph Lauren and those Brooks Brothers, even for dress shirts, they're just getting so flooded. So I think finding those unique designs and unique colors are the way to go now, if you want to get noticed in the crowd. So,
yeah,
but these were nice color, really good shape. The Platos wanted $30 for them, and so I got them for 9, I think, 70% off.
wow. The beautiful thing about shoes, guys, is if you're in the chat and you're not used to selling shoes, no matter what the type of shoe, Nikes, Adidas, or off brands, go for the ones that have unique looking patterns, unique looking colorways, and then look those up first. You really can't go wrong. Like I purchased the other day, I don't know if I have it here, but it was a Old Navy long sleeve sweater. It's like a fleece sweater, and you wouldn't think to pick up Old Navy, but this had like brown and yellow and like rainbow colors on it. So even though the brand was iffy, it was kind of like a 70s feel. So I know it's going to sell really well. I love like scoping out stuff with really unique colors. So good tip there.
Yeah. And third item I got is a brand that I'm familiar with. It's not because I know the industry or anything. I know the company. So 511 Tactical. So they do a lot of uniformed apparel for uniformed police officers mainly, but I think they carry some fire stuff too. So it's a pair of they're built tough and major cargo pockets, and try to get the glare off the light. Sorry, and lots of spots for your gun, I guess. I don't know, but they're built tough, heavy duty, heavyweight, and kind of that specialty item for that industry.
Huh.
So picked those up. That was at a Salvation Army, and got those for $4, and hoping to get probably 40 plus.
I've never sold that brand. That's interesting. So that's like military firefighters, that type of, and probably even hunters.
No, not too much to hunting, but you can go to their website, 511 Tactical, and you can Google it, and then you'll find their website. Yeah, you can buy directly on their website, and it's expensive stuff.
Huh. I will keep that in mind. Looks like we got a lot of people saying like Lisa, I've found a couple pair in my bins. Barry said he found a pair. EMTs wear them too. That's interesting.
Thank you, Grandma Wrinkles. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave the EMTs out. You got to show them some love too.
Oh, Grandma Wrinkles was the big winner of Lindy Glenn. When I went live with Lindy Glenn on her channel, Grandma Wrinkles was the one that won the big light box, the Amazon light box. So she's a favorite of mine. I love that. I love that name. And we have. So you got anything else to show us?
Just one more that's worth it. Again, this was a Goodwill, or Salvation Army find, and Duluth Trading Company. Nice, heavy-duty carpenter pants with the carpenter pockets and stuff. Nice, real heavy-duty. And the exact is a flex fire hose. If we can see that flex fire hose. And again, these were $4.50, so they were a half off over the weekend. Salvation Army on the weekends, at least in my area, has usually a 75% off color and then something else going on. And this week, I think being the first weekend of the month, it was oh my, they had anything from a certain date and older was $1. And if you one color was 75% off, and then everything else was 50% off clothing wise. So really good deals. Picked up a couple dollar dresses and nothing major, price wise, but when it's $1, it's hard to pass it up.
Yep. And those of you who are joining, I just put Joe, our amazing interviewee, his YouTube channel in the link. So if you guys can go subscribe to him, we've got 90 people watching. I want to tell you that the purpose of these videos, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays on my channel, is the reason I want to do this, guys, is not only to help people, because I think this helps propel people and put them on a, under the spotlight where they can feel comfortable starting their own YouTube channels up. And I think that is really cool. The fact that they can go live with me like Joe here and other people going live for the first time and realize that it's not that hard. It's not that scary, and they can put themselves out for everybody else to see and kind of how they integrate eBay and these different platforms. So it's really important to me to do these Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays interviews with people that are not YouTube or Insta famous yet, people that have 1 subscriber, zero subscribers, people that have not been, putting themselves out there. They can come on my channel. They can feel at home, relaxed, show me how they do their business, and get the confidence they need to grow their YouTube and Instagram. So I want to say, Joe, you are really unique because I met you in person, and I'm really glad that you decided to come on the channel with me. So let me show my haul video, or my haul. I've got a couple of them, and then we'll answer some questions in chat. And I'm going to move my camera for this one, guys. This is the first time ever I'm going to move the camera, or I'm going to try to move it. So those of you who don't know, I actually bought a storage unit, guys. That's how I got started on eBay. And I bought a storage unit, and it was pretty good. It wasn't the greatest, but it was pretty good. And I'm going to show you a few games that I got. I don't sell a lot of games, so I am new at it. But I do have one question for you, Joe. If you can change one thing or tell your previous self one thing when you first started, what would it be?
Don't be scared to do that first listing. That would have been the first thing. It took me a while to get the stones to get that first listing out because I wanted it perfect. And it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. I laugh every time I come across my items that are still on my store from the beginning, and just to see the progression of the just crappy photos, using whatever I could to more professional photos. Not perfect, but getting closer. And that'd be the first thing, would be just list that first item and see what happens.
Honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. One, if I can give one tip too, is ask for help. And this could be with people that you know in the community, or it could be your family. Like when I first started, I wanted to do everything myself. I wanted to take my own photos. I wanted to list myself. Like you have to delegate what you're not good at or what you struggle at. And so find out what you're not good at. And then once you kind of understand what you're not good at, then you need to know how you can improve it, whether it's see if you can get family to help you. For example, Ashley, my amazing wife, she edits all our videos on my channel. She's really good at that. I'm not. So that's one way that I can delegate to help grow myself and the business that I have. So I think that's a really cool tip. And for you, like the fact that you said just list something, you're right. A lot of people, they have good intentions, but they don't like actually get it started. I see the same thing with YouTube. Like, people want to start their own YouTube channel, but yet they don't put that first video out to do it. And so I think that's a really good tip. That's a really good tip.
I gotta cut you off. I gotta cut you off for a second. Resell Remedy on here was mentioning that I should put BDU in the description. Curious, what does BDU stand for? If you can put it in the chat, that'd be great.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. We have Pac-Man 2 said, you need a few more. Hold on, I gotta get my mouse working here. Let's see. This is funny. I got cut off on the what he said. So Pac-Man said, you need a few more hands, forklift. You have a ton of games. Oh man, I got so many Nintendo games. It was unreal. Tony says, what lighting kit do you recommend? The umbrella sucks? Question mark, question mark. I think you're asking if they suck. What kind of lighting system do you use, Joe?
Oh, I can't remember the company name, but it's the Squarebox ones. I have one up top and one on each side.
I like how you did the up top one. That's the same thing that I do.
Yeah, I'm looking to get a circle light eventually for the front, the ring light. I think that'll get that pure white. I'm getting close, but not close enough.
Yeah. So there's the lighting kit that I think is and there's so many different. Okay, I'll go on a little tangent here, but I'll be quick. I made a couple mistakes when I first started reselling. One, the mindset that I and keep in mind, this may be different for everybody. Everybody's got their own budget, right? But the mindset that I had was I wanted to go extremely affordable with my lighting kits, with everything that I needed to resell. And what I found was as I progressed in my reselling, I was buying. So I bought the cheaper lighting kit, the umbrellas, and then that didn't work. I bought bulbs, and then I ended up scrapping that. And then I bought another lighting kit, scrapped that, and then bought another lighting kit that I like better just to get those photos. And had I just skipped and went to the best product possible, I would have saved a lot more time, even though it's more expensive. So one of the lighting kits that I recommend, but it's on the expensive side, but once you buy it, you're pretty much done, is the Savage lighting kit. They don't have bulbs at all. They're LED lights. And if you guys are interested, it is affiliate link. And I promise you, I have the best intentions when I give the links out. It's products that I bought personally, and I bought a lot of them. So in the description in this video or my Instagram, you can see that I have a link. I think it's the first one under this video, and it will go to Amazon, and you can look at the Savage lighting kit. They're amazing. You can also dim them if you want, but they pump out a ton of light, and your stuff looks amazing. So to answer that question, I used to have the umbrella lights. I don't anymore. Now I have the box ones and the Savage lighting kit. So, all right. So here's the haul. Here's the haul. It was pretty crazy, guys. So when I first opened up the storage units, I saw a tub that was named Nintendo, and that was it. And that's what caught my eye. That's actually what caught a lot of the bidders' eye, guys. The storage unit I paid $300 for, but I paid for it just in these alone. So this is one. Oh man, that's not going to work. I was thinking I can use like squish them together, but that's not going to work. So let me see if I can do it with two hands here. All right. So this is one stack or two stacks. I don't know if I can do them all, honestly. I got 79 Nintendo games, guys. And I also got the system too. So I got the system, the front loader. And then I got another stack here. And then I've got another 2 stacks here. The first stack I showed you, I've got like another stack, the same amount of games, but it's going to be impossible for me to show you again because it's like right behind here. But, oh, actually, let me just pop this camera. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see that.
We can see it good.
But, yeah, that was an amazing. Now, guess what? Out of all those games, now some of these aren't worth much money. Let's be honest. Some of them were not worth much money. But I'm trying to get to the one. I think it's right here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This guy, pull up comps for it on eBay, and it's selling for $100 just this one game alone. It's sold, and it's got really good sold. So I think it sold 2 days ago for $100. One game new in the package sold for $300. So this one game alone paid for 40% of the storage unit. So you do get sometimes you do get sometimes like really good finds. And then the problem here though, guys, is I got all these games this haul, right? But Ashley wants to keep a lot of these games, so I've got to hide them and sell them. Joe, is your wife like that too? Does she go out thrifting on garage sales and she finds stuff and you're like, we gotta sell it on eBay, but she wants to keep it?
Right out loud, right in front of everybody. Yeah. What about this one?
My mom does the same thing. We'll be in a thrift store. Wade, come here, Wade. And I'm like, and then she's like, look. And then she says, you can sell this on eBay and make a good amount of money. I'm like, shh. Does your wife
on the down low? Come on, guys.
Yeah, keep it on the down low. Keep it on the down low. Oh man, it's funny every single time she does that. And Ashley's in chat. The wife is in chat, guys. I didn't realize that. Now I retract everything I just said. See, Joe, you're lucky. You don't have your wife in chat, so.
I've been looking for my daughter just to make sure.
Yes, it's the daughter in here, guys. Is she a lurker? Is she? Now, tell me a little bit about you were a lurker, and by the way, I trademarked that as well. You were a lurker, and now you're on YouTube.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your YouTube. Tell everybody about your YouTube. I'm going to put your link in here. Tell us what your plans are with YouTube, because I preach it. I say it every single time. YouTube is about consistency. For example, if I wasn't doing Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and sometimes I miss a day, but they expect me to pump out these videos Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So for you, like, what do you see your YouTube channel doing? Do you have regular content? Like, what are you trying to accomplish with your YouTube?
I really just want to give back all the information that I've gotten over the year from all the videos that I've seen and all the resellers I've met and talked to, and to be able to, one, give back that information, and two, show it in process, show it being used. So proof is in the pudding, so to speak. So if I can show all that and I just and have fun with it. I want to be a little entertaining. Hopefully not too dry. I'm a big BSer, so trying to be proper in my videos is tough for me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I had to edit out a couple of S-bombs in the first video I made, so but thank God for editing.
Like it was funny when I first started YouTube. It was my first video. Like I was really particular, and I did like probably 25 different shots. I did 25 different takes, and then as it went on, as I did more and more videos, I realized that you just need to be yourself. And the first couple of videos, I wasn't myself. Like it seemed stressful. you know, because I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to like be perfect, not for necessarily for the audience that are watching. I just wanted to be perfect for myself. I thought I had to be that perfect person, and then I realized that you just need to be yourself. Of course, I do have to hold back on some of those, you know, language stuff too. But you know, at the end of the day, people fall in love with who you are, and I wish I would have, you know, if I can tell myself one thing in regards to just YouTube alone, it is just be yourself and don't worry if you make a little bit of mistakes here and there. And that's something I think I've excelled at. And those of you who started YouTube, if you're making your first video, don't worry about being perfect because nobody is. And you know, there's a lot of great YouTubers like, you know, Chris 10K on the Bay. He's got an amazing talent for like speaking and talking to people. And you know, you don't need to be perfect. Just create the content. Just like Joe said, just list your items. Same thing with YouTube.
Yeah.
So
remember, you're
yeah.
making a vlog. A vlog is supposed to be real, so be real.
Exactly. And we have I'm nervous about starting YouTube. What can you give any advice? I know you've only done one video on YouTube, Joe, but can you give any advice for our audience about if, for example, if they're nervous or if they're on the fence with starting YouTube? Like, give us some advice for everybody that's new.
Well, for all my whole video, nobody else was in the room with me. I was talking to myself, so I got nobody critiquing me. Nobody, you know, there's nothing to fear. You're talking to yourself.
Yep, and just like these,
not any.
Yeah, just like these interviews, guys, that me and Moon is doing here. He can just see me and I can just see him. So it's like almost like we're having a conversation together. So if you guys are interested in these interviews, even if you haven't created any content yet, email me, and I would love to do this with you, just like Joe. But it's not stressful at all. It's really relaxing, in fact, right?
Definitely.
All right, so we've done our haul videos. You guys have met this amazing guest. I'm wanting to do some more stuff with you in person. I think that would be great. I still think that thrifting only women's clothing would be really unique to force ourselves to get better at it, and we can have, you know, me and you as thrifting buddies for a day. I think that'd be really cool. But do you have any words of wisdom, anything you want to leave our amazing 80 guests with here?
You know, just know why you're doing it and set a plan and attack it. That's the best advice I could give to anybody is, you know, have a purpose and don't be afraid to just go all out. Go for it. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't let a return, you know, put you down. You know, it happens. It's part of the business. You have to realize it's part of the business, and it's just it's a game, and we're like everybody else says, we play in somebody else's sandbox with eBay. So whatever they throw at us, we adapt.
We do have a question for you. I think it's a good one. Any tools or sources that you use to find that you find really helpful?
Oh, that's a good one. Other than YouTube, YouTube's been the best one. I mean, YouTube and just doing the research on eBay, knowing what things sell for, looking what other people are selling it for currently, especially because you got to know what you're up against, as well as what's sold in the past. Doing the research, and you know, a lot of the times you can get to where you just your gut tells you after a while, you know, this is a good pick and to get it. But learning new brands, the more brands you know, the more styles, the more, you know, men's and women's that you know, gives you more opportunities.
Yep. I have a few comments here. Wade, I would love to see you thrifting women's clothing, and I do it gracefully, guys. Like I go in there and hey, I understand that it's the women's area. I understand that, you know, it's their sandbox I'm playing in, but I go in there and I make sure I really look good. I'm forcing myself to know women's clothing because I think it's such a missed opportunity in my eBay store. So I'm spending a lot of time to do it. Wade, do you have a channel? Oh, let's see. Wade, do you have to have it? No, you do not have to have it an an Instagram and or YouTube channel to be on my show. I would hope that being on my show would inspire you to start one of those two things, but you don't have to have any followers to be on my show. And just like, for example, Resell Remedy will tell you, and Joe will tell you, and so many people on my channel will tell you, when you ask to be on my show, typically I can get you in a few days later if there's not somebody already slotted, right? So you asked to be on here, you're on here. I send you a link and you come on with me. So that being said, I am extremely proud of everybody that's started YouTube channels. Let me know if you need help with it. If you have eBay questions, let me know. I do think that possibly I'll start a Q&A live show to help with some of those questions regarding reselling in general. But there's so much great people out there. For example, Joe was saying YouTube is a great source. I know it sounds like basic and cliche, but it's true. Like, I'm looking to put a concrete slab to put a hot tub in back of my house. And I searched, how do you do a concrete slab on YouTube? And although I don't think I can do it, I researched it, and it's like step-by-step instructions on how to do it. So
I had built my own structure on the side of the house here because I had a narrow area to work within to build a storage shed between my fence and the house, and I did it all by YouTube, learned pitches and all this crap, and because it's not something you could buy online, so you had to customize it.
Yep. We have Barry that asked what type of camera I use for YouTube, and I use a Canon. Oh man, what is it? It's a 6X or something. Joe, what camera do you use? I'm gonna go get my camera. I haven't used it in a little bit.
Camera for videos and everything, I am just using my Android phone right now. I'm gonna upgrade here pretty soon to either an iPhone or a Samsung of some sort. Whatever you guys think in the chat would be a better for vlogging and for eBay picture taking would be great information for me, because I need an upgrade.
Well, I would say, okay, sorry, I was off by one, but it's the Canon G7X. It's the same one that pretty much all the bloggers use. Steve Rakin, I think, uses this one. I believe Ryan and Allie use this one with Ryan. And then who else uses? Reese Resells uses this one to blog. So it's really cool. It's got a really nice screen on it. So if you got, it's kind of expensive though. It's like $620. But it's been an amazing camera. So keep that. And guys, I know that there is some cheaper options out there too. You can even use your phone. Once you get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, you can use your phone. You don't necessarily need a camera to go live. So, all right. So that being said, guys, I want to be respectful of the time here. Guys, please subscribe to Joe's channel. I'm going to put the link below. Like I said, it's important to get to 100 people so that way he can go live, working full-time and doing eBay and YouTube. So I appreciate it, guys. Please email me, wade@wadesventure.com. If you guys would like to be on the channel, or message me through Instagram. That's the quickest way currently. And again, another amazing interview. We'll probably have another one tomorrow. I will keep you updated. Until then, anything else, Joe? Any parting words?
Yeah, I want to say thank you for letting me on your show. I really do appreciate you pushing my channel, my Instagram, all that stuff, all the advice you've given me in the past. And I'm pretty sure I speak for all the resellers that have been on your channel before and that will be in the future. We appreciate you, and it's amazing what you do for the small sellers, that you care enough. We're not big enough that you have to deal with it. Me personally, I know I can learn from anybody. So good or bad, you got to learn both to really know what you're doing. So I do appreciate you and everything you've done. So thank you so much.
You're more than welcome.
Everybody that's subscribed in the chat, thank you so much.
Please, and if you guys are watching this after the fact, I'll put his YouTube channel below. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Until then, I will see you either next week or tomorrow. I will let you know. But have a great night, and I hope you guys crush this week. See you guys.